So sunflowers are probably the easiest to assemble, they're very straightforward. So pretty! I am so obsessed with these flowers. And this is probably my favourite, I just really love this pink colour. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and I own a small crochet business called the Crocheting Flowers, and this week we are going to be crocheting just flowers. We have a market in 7 days and I really want to get onto the flower section of my market prep, so we're going to start that today. Now I want to start off with some rose bushes which I've made in the past and they worked out really well, so let's just jump straight in, start making some flowers. If you want to see how well these flowers went at the market, please subscribe and it will be probably the next video that you'll see. I'll do a full market breakdown and go through what sold, what didn't sell, including all of the flowers. So stick around on the channel if you want to find out how the market went. But for now, let's go and pick some colors for these flowers. I generally go with like a soft pink color, but I'm going to see what colors I have available. I do use milk cotton for these particular ones because I want them to be small and delicate. I do use acrylic for chunkier flowers, but these ones I want to have small and delicate, so let's go and pick out some colors. Okay, welcome to a little part of my yarn stash. It's not very organized, it's a little bit messy, so let's not judge me. I will organize it shortly, but for now it's just going to stay a bit chaotic. So what I'm kind of hoping for is a pink and maybe some red. So I do have my milk cottons here, and then my acrylics down here. So I'm not going to worry about those. I think I can already see. So this is a color that I like to use for a lot of my small flowers. So this one will be great for the mini roses. And also this looks good. This is also milk cotton. I think that will be nice for a red. So let's choose these. I will need to get a green as well. I don't want anything too crazy and I don't want to have to use acrylic. This is acrylic. Actually, this is the one. So this is a carnation I haven't finished, but this is the green that I really like. And I thought I had a lot of it. I think I do. I think I just need to track it down. But I'm going to find this green if I've got some. But let's go and start crocheting. Okay, so this is last night's effort. So I've got, in each bundle, I've got 4 of the individual little roses. So this will be one flower with multi-stem. So I've got 4 of them done. This one I need to do 2 more to have the 4 flowers. The only thing I'm wondering now is, this is the milk cotton, the type of green that I use to do the flowers and, to do the stems, and also the leaves and like the little, is it called a sepal? Something that goes underneath the rose. But I've only got this. I usually have like 5 or 6 balls and I must have used it and not replaced it for whatever reason. So my options are these options. Unfortunately, this is the perfect color, but it is an acrylic, and as I don't know, it's not that thick. It's like not that much difference, as you can see. So it's okay, but it's fluffy. I mean, like acrylic usually is. This is way too bright, I think, as well. Like I don't know. It's coming off really bright, and definitely probably no against that one. And then we have this color, which is like probably too dark. I think for like this flower, it's okay, but for this one, it's like a no. It's too much, I think. So I think I'm going to have to go with this because I just don't have enough. Or I might even just try and see how many pieces I can get done, like how many of the bottom pieces of the rose I can get done with this. And then I'll move on to using this for like the leaves and stuff. So yeah, unless I can find more of this. But for now, I think that's what's going to happen. So I'm just going to finish off these 2 more and then start working on the green parts of the stems. Okay, it is the next day and we're doing another check-in. Excuse the face, we are a no makeup day today and the allergies are kicking my ass. There is a slight change in the weather today and my body is acting very dramatic. So I did stay up until 2 AM last night crocheting the rest of my mini roses, and it was at that point that I remembered why I don't market prep flowers. But I have no regrets. We're going to keep going. I really do want to have these flowers for the market, but it's a process. It's a bit of a process. So I'll show you what I've done. I've ended up making 5 lots of the flowers. So I've made 3 leaves for each, 4 flowers, so 4 roses on each like single stem, and then the 4 sepals. I think that's how you pronounce them. So here we have the bundles. So for example, this one we've got the 4 individual flowers, just a little mini roses. Then we have 4 of these. And then we have 3 of these leaves. And so I've got 2 reds and I've got 3 of this like dusty pink. I've also just started on some Lily of the Valley. So I'm going to be doing a stem with 4 of these flowers. So 4 flowers on each stem. And so far I've made 5. So just 5 individual flowers. These will have 1 leaf per stem. So not so bad, unlike these. I have a lot of like bits and pieces. So it should be easier. I've done 1. I don't know how many I want to do. I think I want to do maybe 3 or 4. I'm really slow at crocheting, I think, because for example, this took 5 minutes. This took 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure this probably took 5 minutes too, but I don't know why that's taking me so long. I mean, there's wire in this, but I don't know why this took 5 minutes. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just beginning to realize that I'm a really slow crocheter. So I'm gonna see how many I can get done, and I'm gonna assemble them all this afternoon together. I like to do like one big bulk assembly to get them over and done with in the one go, because my hot glue gun is a pain in the butt to work with at times. So I'm probably going to just do it in one big bulk lot and then just see how it goes. So I'm gonna try and get as many flowers as I can done today. It's Sunday today. And then I'm just going to do a bulk assembly, like a full assembly line of flowers. I do want to get these ones done. Lily of the Valley, I would like to get sunflowers. I just got an order in for 3 sunflowers, so I also need to do that as well and post it out probably tomorrow or the next day. But I would like to get some additional sunflowers done. I have done some of the sunflower centers already, like months ago. I just had them sat there. So I just need to do the leaves and then the yellow petals. So that should be really easy. And then I think we'll have a nice amount of flowers. These are all going to be single. I don't think I'm going to do build a bouquet with these because it's just going to be too hectic with me wrapping and whatever on my own. So I'm just going to do singles and then wrap them all singly and then just grab and go. So I think that's going to be easiest. But I'll see how they're looking anyway and see what kind of wrapping I can come up with. And yeah, I'll just have a look and find out what I want to do with them. But for now, let's kick off some more of these little flowers. Here we go. This one's done. They're pretty chunky. I do make mini versions of this when I do my mini bouquets, like my little mini ones. But we are not doing that today. We are doing the chunky ones. So I now have 6. I can't count. I've got 6. So I'm going to keep on going with this, and then I'll check back in when I have enough of them done, and the leaves, and then I'll kind of show you what I do to assemble them. Okay, so we're going to start with the sunflower assembling. I have my hot glue gun here, which is still heating up. It's very temperamental, so I'm hoping it doesn't cause me any drama today. So sunflowers are probably the easiest to assemble. They're very straightforward. So I thought it would be a good place to start with those, get them out of the way. So these are the other flowers that I have. It's the only other bouquet that I have. I do have 2 puffy tulips that I've made, but I haven't assembled them, but I do have the flower part. So I might make another just so it's not the only one. But the reason I grabbed it is because I do want to make sure I'm making my flowers all the same size, just in case people want to mix and match and in case I decide to turn things into a bouquet. But for now, the idea is just singular flowers, but I'm going to make everything this high so they're all the same. So when I put them in, wherever I display them, they're going to all look really nice. Sometimes I'll make some ever so slightly bigger If it's in a bouquet, I'll do varying sizes, obviously, because it would look weird if everything was the same size. But for this instance, because they're going to be sold separately, yeah, I'm just going to do them all the same, pretty much all the same size. So I'm using thick floristry wire. It's from a floristry supply store. I don't recommend using chopsticks. I know people like to use chopsticks. Yeah, anything with wood, you don't want to have moisture trapped underneath a cotton layer, just in case. Or like a synthetic, like this is synthetic, it's not breathable. If there's moisture in there, it might mold, but I guess it depends on the quality of what you're using. But yeah, I always like to use wire because it's just, you can then bend it as well into shape. It won't snap. It's not gonna, no one's gonna accidentally snap it and then get upset because their flower's broken. So you can bend them and make them nice if people are gonna put them in a vase, which they usually do. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this acrylic yarn to do all the wrapping. It's just, I don't use cotton, milk cotton for this because it's like, you don't want to waste that. It's expensive. And it's the same color. I mean, I've used normal acrylic for these ones anyway, because I didn't have any more of the cotton, milk cotton left in green. So let's get assembling and then we can move on to the next flowers. Okay, here we have the finished little stem. So that's it, and I'm just going to put this on top. I keep switching the view around because I can't figure out the best view, but here we are, it's done. This is a sunflower. I'm gonna go off and do the other two, and then we might go into the multi-headed roses just because I want to do this next, and then we'll go on to the lily of the valley. Okay, so update, we have 3 of the sunflowers all done. They are slightly different colors, as you can see. So I've done 2 with a light brown and 1 with a darker brown. Oh, I have little glue trails everywhere. Oh my gosh. Just because this one is milk cotton, so is the back's milk cotton. This one is acrylic front and acrylic back. And they worked up almost the same size. It's ever so slightly bigger, not by much though. But yeah, I think they look really nice. I will probably not make any more for this market. I do have an order where I need to make 3 of them. So I'm probably going to make some more for the order, not for the market. I usually have more than 3 at market, so I'm kind of sad I didn't make any more. If I have more time, maybe I will see if I can make some more. Otherwise, it'll just be, that's all that I've got. Okay, so next we're going to move on to this multi-flower rose stems. And I don't know what they're called. They're just, yeah, multi-flower rose stems, rose branches, whatever. Okay, let's start with red. Roses are really, really easy to assemble because you're just wrapping around yarn, like just, around a stem, super quick. But obviously this one is a little bit more complicated. So I need to make 1 main stem, which will have 1 rose attached, and then I will have 3 smaller stems, which I will have coming off of the main stem for the additional roses. I have my 4 roses. I have my 4 for the bottom, like the leaf parts, sepal, whatever they are. And I have 4 of the, no, 3, that's right, we're only doing 3. 3 of the leaves. So I'll have the leaves coming off of the individual little stems. Okay, so I've cut my wire. I have my main stem, and I have my thinner stems for the individual little mini roses that are going to come off the main stem. So I've cut them at different, like, varying lengths just to make it a little bit more visually interesting. I'm going to make up the little individual ones, and then I'm going to do the main stem, and I'll show you how I do that. little strands of glue everywhere. I don't know if you can see it. It's just, oh my gosh, they just kind of like fly off the hot glue gun. There is our first little tiny rose. Of course it's not done yet. We need to put on this little guy. And then once it's in, you just need to go and see which little leaves need a bit more glue. Here is one done. We're going to do the rest of them and then assemble the whole thing. Alrighty, so we have finished all of the stems and aren't they just so pretty? So here I have 3 of this like dusty pink, I guess we're calling it. And this is probably my favorite. I just really love this pink color. They are so pretty. I forgot how long they really took to assemble. It's really a process. It's a big process. And these are the reds. These are really pretty too. I'm still thinking of how I want to present them because I'm just not too sure about that. So I guess we'll find out later. That is all of these ones done. I'm just going to, maybe individually wrap them and then just have them up. People could just pick them up off my table or have them like sitting up in like a little, I don't know, little wire basket and then line it so that it can't slip through. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But these are done, which means we have all of these flowers completed. I just now need to work on the Lily of the Valley, which we are going to do now. So the Lily of the Valley is going to be 4 of these little individual flowers and 1 leaf. I've been trying to figure out what to put inside because there is like a little tiny little, I don't know what that's called, but the part that comes out the middle of the flower. Now I did buy some of these little, is it called a stamen? I don't know. From AliExpress ages ago when I got my yarn. So it comes like this, and basically it's used to create flowers. So whether you're creating paper flowers, crochet, doesn't really matter. I don't know what material this is. It's a very interesting feeling material, but I have no idea what it is. It's almost like a papery, like really rough. But anyway, I'm thinking of using this. I've wrapped some around some wire. One of the more thinner gauge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it inside, and I did have it inside. It must have flipped out. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it through like this. And then you can kind of see that. I hope this is showing up on camera. I feel like it may not, but basically you can see it in there, right? And then all I need to do is then connect this to this. That makes sense. And then we'll have like 4. So that's what I'm thinking. Again, we've chosen a flower with quite the assembly. I could leave this out, but then I just feel like it would be missing something. When I make the really, really small ones, I don't put it in because you can't see them anyway. It's just really small. But because it's a little bit bigger, I do not want to miss out on attention to detail. Otherwise, it's just not as nice. So yeah, I'm going to put these in all of them, and then I'm going to start assembling. So I feel like this is probably going to take me a little bit of time, but I've only got 3 of these 3 stems. So we've still got quite a few flowers to get through. So I'm going to put all these centers in, and then we'll come back and do some assembling. Okay, so we have all of the little inner parts done now. So I've gone through and added them all in. So now we need to actually assemble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my thickest wire here and figure out how long I want to cut these. And I'm probably going to make them the same length as everything else, just so it's all consistent. Is that too short? Oops, that'll do. Okay. Move these to the side. The multi-head rose bush thing, where we had to use a thinner wire. So I'm going to do that again because Lily of the Valley obviously have the curved part where the flower joins onto the stem. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're basically going to have it like that. I'm not sure if you can see that. Anyway, let's just do it. And then we'll have a look and see what it's looking like. But I haven't assembled Lily of the Valley in ages. It's been quite a while since I've done these. Okay, so first up we're going to be putting just the green on this and attaching the wires like this with the green. And I'm going to do them all separately and then we'll add them to the stem, the main stem. Okay, so that is one individual little Lily of the Valley part of the stem done. And then at the end, I'm going to connect them all into here, basically. So I'll put that aside and then we will continue to work on the rest of the 3. Okay, so I've got all of these 3 done, which is great. So for the very top one, I've bent the main stem over like this and I'm going to attach it like so and then work my way down and then add these on as I go. I usually do like another one of these in the top, but I think bending this will actually make it a little bit more cleaner. So we're going to see. I've not done it this way before, but I thought this could just be easier as well. So we're going to have a go. So we're going to put this and just sort of attach it there. Wrapping it is a bit harder this way, but I think it'll work out nicer. So while I'm wrapping this, I thought I'd tell you guys about the market. So all of these flowers is for a 2-day market. If you're watching my channel, you already know. But basically, yeah, it's a 2-day market. I'll pretty much be doing the market on my own this time. I do have my sister-in-law coming to help with the very end of day 1 because I've got a Linkin Park concert to go to. It just happens to be on the same day of the 2-day market, so I'm pretty much gonna have to leave a little bit earlier from the market to catch the concert. So I'm super excited, but I'm also kind of stressed because yeah, it's just not the greatest timing having a market that ends at 6, and I think the concert doors open like 6:30. So my sister-in-law is going to come and help me like she usually does, but she's going to come at the end. I've told her to come at the end so she's not spending the whole day at the market being bored, because it's kind of boring just sitting there all day. So she's going to help take over the market in my absence the last couple of hours of the day. I'm still debating like how early I want to leave, because I don't really care about the opener for the band. I just want to go see Linkin Park. I don't really care too much about who's opening. I've heard of them. I think they're called Polaris. I'm not super familiar with them, to be honest. I have seen Linkin Park twice before, but this will be the first time with a new lead singer, so I'm actually really stoked to see them. I think it's going to be so fun. That's the only kind of stress that I have, is that it's also happening to be on a market day, and I'm going to be like standing at the market all day. Like I generally stand, and now I'm going to be standing and having like a really busy day, and then I'm going to be standing in a mosh pit for another few hours, which is gonna be fun. It'll be fun. I know I'm going to be exhausted, so I won't be able to basically prep anything for the following day. So if I have a really busy Sunday, which I'm hoping I will, Saturday, so if I have a really busy Saturday, I essentially will not be able to make anything that night. I will not be able to crochet, because I'm assuming that I'll probably be getting home at like midnight or 11 from the concert. So I am going to be so exhausted. So my plan is to crochet as much as I can at the market on Saturday. Like I'm just going to be hopefully crocheting. If it's busy, I obviously won't be able to, because it's just me. And that's kind of the reason as well why I don't have these flowers as like a build your own bouquet. Like I usually offer build your own bouquet, so then people can just choose which flowers they want, and then I basically just wrap them for people. So this time I decided no, I don't have time for that. I just don't have the space either to have all my wrapping supplies out. It's just a lot to try and organize, so we're not doing that. I'm just realizing, I'm wondering if I should do 3. The only reason is this stem, this particular one, is kind of short. I'm probably going to have to do 3 for this stem only. And I'm wondering if I do that for all of them, because if I do, that means I have more flowers, which is awesome. And it means I can also sell them a little bit cheaper, which is extra awesome, because my flowers can definitely get unaffordable when I've got so many components. So I guess, yeah, we'll see. But for this particular stem, I think we're going to have to do it as a 3. I don't know. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, I really want to have 4 though. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with 3. It looks too busy. Unless I make my other stems a little bit taller, I just don't think it's going to fit. Okay, here it is finished. I am really happy with this. I think it's a really nice size. Yeah, I think I might stick with 3 for maybe the rest of them. I think it looks nice. So maybe we'll do 3 flowers, which means I can get maybe another 1 or 2 out of this end, because I did find some additional cotton ones instead of the ones that I was doing, because I'd done them before in the past. So I found some extra little buds that I'd made. So I'm going to keep assembling these, but I am very happy with the way these look. They're very, very cute. So let's assemble the rest of them, and then we'll see how many I end up making at the end. finished. I have finished these. I probably will end up making some more just because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 little petals left, but I do need to make the actual leaves. But what I might do is I might just make them later and then assemble them maybe, I don't know, in a couple of days time. But for now, these are the lily of the valley all done, and I just think they're so beautiful. Like, they're such a beautiful plant. I really want to grow some outside, so I might end up doing that. But for now, we have these. So in today's video, we have made 3 lily of the valleys, 3 of these sunflowers, which I love, and they are always so popular because they are so pretty. And we have made 5 of these multi-rose stems, 3 in this pink and 2 in red, and I'm so obsessed. So today's haul of flowers that we have made, well, in today's video, I've made these over a couple of days. These, and they are so pretty. I am so obsessed with these flowers. They really do take a lot of effort to make, a lot of time. There's a lot that goes into every single component, and it is like, yeah, it's a lot. It's very hard for me to figure out how to price these because of how much time actually goes into them. So we'll figure that out later, and I'll also figure out where I'm going to put these on my booth. So stick around for my next video where it's going to be my market prep, my final market prep, and then the market. So you guys can see how I displayed these and whether they sold, how many I sold, etc. So feel free to like and subscribe this video, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.